The Celtics take on the Raptors, 12 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Boston's -2, total 213.5. Now we saw a half a point fade of Boston and movement upward on the total. The Celtics open -2.5 down to -2. Total open 213 up to 213.5. Right now the Raptors are plus $1.15 on the money line. Now, Boston ranks in the bottom 10 in road offensive field goal percentage. They're also ranking in the bottom 10 in shooting the three ball on the road. One more thing to add about Boston, bottom 3 in defensive rebounding on the road as well. Now, Toronto on the other side, 6-2 straight up in their last 8. And they're also very good at home this year, 13-3 straight up on their home court. They're ranking in the top 5 in three-point shooting. They're also in the top 10 in offensive rebounding. Now, they're just a half a game back for first place in the Atlantic Division, 21-9 straight up on the year. They rank in the top 3 in defensive field goal percentage, and of course, if they win this game, they will be in first place in that Atlantic Division. Kyle Lowry, he's averaging 21 points a game, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Freddie VanVleet, 18 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 steals. And Serge Ibaka, 14 points a game, 4 rebounds for him. Toronto ranks in the top 5 in home scoring, top 3 in home defensive field goal percentage. Toronto not only wins games at home, but they cover the point spread at home as well. They are 11-5 against the spread on their home court. They're averaging 117 points per contest at the Scotiabank Arena. Now, 3 out of Toronto's last 5 did get over the number. They're also 10-6 of the over at home. Boston on the other side, 60% of the over in their last 5. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the home dog in this one. Give me Toronto +2 and the over 213.5 in that game. And before I go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Christmas Day, NBA action on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully you have a great day here today, great holiday. But anyway, before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where we do daily premium picks on that website beginning at just $1.99 per month. We are currently a perfect 4-0 in our last 4 crowd pleaser teasers. That is the hot package right now, and that's just $9.99 per month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to on that website. And if you want to check out my current Patreon record, you can do that for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below, and my record's right on the homepage. Once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. Once again, Merry Christmas. Christmas Day basketball doesn't get any better. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this next matchup. And that's going to be Milwaukee taking on the Sixers. 2:30 Eastern tip-off at the Wells Fargo Center in South Philly. No surprises here. This is a good old-fashioned pick-em matchup here. Total at 222.5. Now, Philadelphia did open as the 1-point favorite. We did see a 1-point fade of Philadelphia. We also saw movement upward on the total as well. The Sixers open -1 down to a pick'em. Total open 222 up to 222 and a hook. Now, the Sixers are just 2-3 straight up in their last 5. They also failed to cover in 4 out of their last 6. They rank in the bottom 5 in offensive free throw percentage. They're averaging just 109 points per contest. They failed to cover against the likes of Brooklyn and the Pelicans within their last couple of games, and they're just 8-9 against the spread at the Wells Fargo Center. Now, Milwaukee on the other side, they got the best record in the NBA. 27-4 straight up on the year, 12-2 straight up when traveling. They rank first in scoring, first in offensive rebounding. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 31 points a game, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Chris Middleton, 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for him. Milwaukee ranks in the top 10 of points allowed, first in defensive field goal percentage. 4 out of Milwaukee's last 7 did go over the number. Philly, 80% of the over in their last 10. I'm going to lean Milwaukee, winning this one outright in the pick'em, and the over 222.5 in that game. Next matchup, Houston taking on the Warriors, 5 o'clock Eastern tip-off in Golden State. The Rockets are the 9.5-point favorite, total at 228.5. We saw a half a point fade of Houston and movement downward on the total. The Rockets open -10, down to -9.5. Total open 229, down to 228 and a hook. Golden State just 7-24 overall for the year. Worst record in the Western Conference. They've also dropped 7 out of their last 10. The Warriors rank in the bottom 5 in scoring, and they rank dead last in offensive field goal percentage. They're averaging just 104 points per contest, bottom 10 in offensive rebounding. They lost to Portland, Sacramento, and the Knicks within their last 10 games. One more thing to add about Golden State, they're the bottom 10 in points allowed, bottom 5 in defensive field goal percentage. Meanwhile, Houston winners in 8 out of their last 10. They've also gone 11-5 away from home. They rank in the top 3 in scoring, top 5 in offensive rebounding. James Harden, 39 points a game, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals on average. Russell Westbrook, 24 points a game, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. This Houston squad's averaging 121 points per contest on the road. They also rank in the top 10 in road field goal percentage, top 10 in road defensive rebounding. Now, total-wise, Houston's 60% to the under in their last 10. Golden State's 9-5 to the under at home. I'm going to lean toward the road chalk in this one. Give me Houston -9.5 and the under 228.5 in that contest. Next game, it is going to be Clippers taking on the Lakers, 8 o'clock Staples Center. The Clippers are -1.5, total 223 and a hook. We saw a half a point move toward the Clippers and movement upward on the total. The Clippers open as the 1-point favorite, up to -1.5. Total open 223, up to 223 and a hook. The Lakers have lost their last 3 straight. They've also failed to cover the point spread in their last 4 straight. They rank in the bottom 3 in free throw percentage, bottom 10 in three-point percentage at home. Clippers on the other side, winners in 6 out of their last 9. They're also 6-3 against the spread in that same category. Now they are 11-5 against the spread at the Staples Center this year, 14-2 straight up at the same location. Kawhi Leonard, 26 points per contest, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Paul George is averaging 24 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals as well. And Lou Williams, 20 points a game, 6 assists for him. This Clippers squad ranks in the top 5 in scoring, top 5 in offensive rebounding. Lakers on the other side, 4-2 to the under in their last 6. I'm going to lean Clippers -1.5 and the under 223.5 in that matchup. And I'm going to slide to my next and final game for the show. It is going to be Pelicans Nuggets, 10:30 Denver. The Nuggets are the 10-point favorite, total at 219.5. We saw a 1.5 point move toward the Nuggets and movement upward on the total. The Nuggets open 8.5 up to -10. Total open 219 up to 219 and a hook. Denver has won their last 7 straight. They're also 13-3 straight up at home. They rank in the top 3 in points allowed, top 10 in offensive rebounding. Jamal Murray's averaging 18 points a game, 5 assists. Nikola Jokic, 17 points a game, 10 rebounds, 7 assists for him. And Will Barton, 15 points a game, 7 rebounds for Will. Denver ranks in the top 10 in offensive rebounds at home, top 3 in points allowed at home. Meanwhile, the Pelicans have dropped 8 out of their last 10 games. They've also successfully covered the point spread in just 6 out of 16 road games. They rank in the bottom 3 in points allowed, bottom 5 in defensive rebounding. They're allowing 118 points per contest when traveling. New Orleans is 4-0 to the under in their last 4. Denver 10-6 to the under at home. I'm going to lean Nuggets -10 and the under 219.5 in that game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our quick pick recap. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where we are 4-0 in our last 4 straight crowd pleaser teasers. I'm going to lean Denver -10, under 219.5. Clippers -1.5, under 223 and a hook. Houston -9.5, under 228 and a hook. Milwaukee winning that one outright in the over 222.5. And last but certainly not least, I like Toronto +2 in the over 213.5 in that game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Shout out to The Saint, Vernon Williard, Beanerball, 4420, Christy K. Ashton, Stephen Lewis, Wyclef Izaboki from Kenya. Hello from Kenya. Shout out to Ninji Chris, Jerry David, Shah N, Mehul Suri, Nelson Baez Mata, and last but certainly not least, shout out to Ralph Portuando. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon where we are 4-0 in our last 4 crowd pleaser teasers on that site. We do daily premium picks on that site beginning at just $1.99 per month. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to on that website. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is off the charts. It's very good in many different packages, and it's certainly a whole lot better on Patreon than it is handicapping every single game on the board, both the side and the total here on YouTube. So as a matter of fact, you can actually check out my current Patreon record for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our Spanish edition, also known as Edición en Español. Yo tengo Denver menos 10 y los bajos, Clippers menos 1.5 y los bajos, Houston menos 9.5 y los bajos, Milwaukee ganar y las altas, y finally Toronto con puntos y las altas. All right, guys, I gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Merry Christmas to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you on patreon.com/BrockPage.